Like, do you know much about IVF? Like
I do.
Yeah.
I actually know this doctor.
Robert Kaufman?
Yeah.
Well, like, as a result of creating children outside the womb, many of them die. And standard in the practice of IVF, many are just like discarded or frozen anyway, because a lot of times they'll create more than what is.
But you do know that that's not him. That's left up to the parents.
Well, sure, no, we're trying to reason with people going in and telling them like, hey, IVF is sinful. I mean, like, he's obviously facilitating that by having a clinic, right? Like, I would say that it would still. I'm gonna get out of the road. You mind if I just come around to this side?
I'm not going to talk to you for very long.
Okay.
I don't agree with you, but
You don't talk to people you disagree with very long?
I mean,
Okay.
I don't agree that IVF is sinful. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that.
Well, like, okay, so in Genesis 9, man is created in God's image, right? So it's wrong to kill man.
But you're saying IVF is
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
But
Because by creating man outside of his natural design, right? By creating man in a glass, it naturally causes some to die. Naturally, some of those embryos die.
some of those embryos that are created in the womb die too.
Sure, but not because of anything we've done, right? Not because...
Could be.
Well, but it's not anything that we've knowingly said, we're going to take this risk for you. And see, when we say, we're going to take this risk for this other person, you know, because they bear all the risk, but we're the one making the choice, that's not justified. That's like dehumanizing those children and saying that we can make like life-altering decisions on their behalf, you know. Does that make sense?
I don't agree, but I just wanted to know why y'all were standing outside of the children.
Yeah, we're just trying to reason with people, you know, and well, those children are a blessing for sure, but if any children died as a result, or if any children were just discarded or frozen or sold for embryonic stem cell research, you know, like that's evil. And there are a lot of children that are born that need to be adopted. And so like, because God opens and closes the womb, because like that's actually his role. Like for instance, I believe this to be absolutely true. Like I don't try to prevent my wife and I from getting pregnant, because I believe that God is actually like the author of life. Like if he intends on us getting pregnant, then that's fine. But I'm not gonna like go and try to get pregnant, like go, you know, and like do something to try to make sure we get pregnant, you know, but I'm not gonna like try to prevent it either. Which I believe he gives all of us. It's good desire.
He's told us to create. He has told us that, you know, that's
To be fruitful and multiply. Yes, ma'am. Agreed. No, I'm just saying that like my first daughter she's my stepdaughter. Like I practically adopted her. That's a righteous thing to do. That's what Christ did for us, you know, or God did through Christ. You know, he adopted us into the kingdom. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm just saying that's a righteous thing. But stepping outside of the designs that God's created, it just results in the death of some, you know?
Well, I just think that we pick and choose what we decide is stepping outside of the design of God. Because divorce isn't the design of God either, but you have stepchildren. So
it's not something that, I mean, I adopted her. My wife was in sin when she was in that relationship. I mean, it's totally wrong. Just because that happened in the past, like,
Okay.
I'm trying to understand your point, because I believe that was wrong. I'm consistent. Whatever God says is wrong is actually wrong.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, have a good day. Thank y'all for talking.